Heyo. How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone is having themselves a fantastic day today. What's up, Vic? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Welcome. My name is Relikai. I'm gonna play a video game on the internet. Tonight, that video game is going to be Genshin Impact. Yes, sir. It has actually been quite a while. I actually haven't played the game since the last time I streamed it because of the fact that the game soft locked me inside of the courthouse, so I can't leave without resetting my progress. So I haven't done my dailies, and my resin has just been sitting at 160 for like 2 or 3 days now. It's kind of wild. Hold on, give me a second here. Let me see. Okay. Alright, interesting. Okay. You know what? It's fine. I'm sure everything's gonna work out. But, yeah, so it's felt a little weird, it's felt a little odd, but, you know what? It's fine, because we're gonna get through it today, and then I can leave, and I can go do shit again, so that'll be pretty cool. But that does also mean I've missed out on like two or three pulls as well, because I haven't been doing my dailies. That is kind of bullshit, but, you know, I could have left if I wanted to, but I guess I prioritized not having to redo a bunch of story parts so that I could just, you know, I don't even know what I was talking about anymore, man. It's Sunday. Like, we're all completely checked out, so it's whatever, man. It's fine. We're just gonna get started. We're gonna get started here. We've been going overtime on the last couple of streams, so we're just gonna go ahead and dive right into it. That's definitely bullshit, yeah, but it is, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I could have just, you know, left, but yeah, I was like, oh, fuck that. I'll just catch up on it later. It's fine. It's whatever. All right. But let's go ahead and get the game loaded up here. All right. Also, I've put the game onto my new game SSD. I'm interested to see how quickly shit is able to load now. If there's even a noticeable difference. Oh, right out the gate, actually. I'm actually kind of seeing a little bit of a noticeable difference, but all right. Cool beans. Let's kill the BGM and get this shit started here. All right. Actually, we want to go 6, right? Yeah, I think 6 should be good. Okay. Where are we at? Give me the sauce. Give it to me. Uh-oh. Oh, hang on a second. There, that should do it. All right, now give it to me. Oh, okay, wait one darn minute. There we go. Okay. I had to mess around with some settings, but we should be all good now. Okay. All right, we're just gonna get right into it. I believe we're just gonna start. We're just gonna start the court case. I believe that's what we're doing now, correct? Let's see. Are we all set up? Is everything good? Everything Daijo Boo? Hold on. What was I supposed to do again? Here. Oh, wait until the trial of falling to, oh. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Wait. Wrong thing. All right. 8 o'clock. Wow. Oh, I gotta wait. Yeah. Dang it. All right. That's fine. Phoenix Wright time. Hopefully, you know, hopefully it's more Phoenix Wright and less Danganronpa. Because, shit goes bad in Danganronpa. At least the worst thing that happens in Phoenix Wright is everything's just wacky antics.
Is so confusing.
I do have some thoughts. I might have at one point, but I don't know if thoughts are what I would call what's going on in my brain anymore. At least not today. Let's take things step by step.
Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands.
Yeah, even if everyone else thinks they're guilty, and whether or not someone is guilty is based off of the public opinion, at least we'll still be in their corner. Might be half Phoenix, half Danganronpa, but you can check it out yourself. Oh boy.
Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Thanks, Navia. Well, we'll be going then.
Also, like I said last time, Navia, very, very nice. I'm a fan of what she's got going on.
Best of luck to you.
And we are turning, we are walking. Is that everything? Is court in session? Are we doing the thing? Oh no, not yet.
Finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well now, don't you all look disappointed. Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence.
I mean, she's not incorrect, but I mean, you know, she is a brat in need of intense correction, that's for sure. Ready for the next area since I 100% Fontaine the other day? My word, man. Yeah, it feels like, you know, for as much as I feel like I'm dedicated to gacha, the 2 gacha games that I play, I feel like everyone else around me is way more intensely invested into it. Maybe that's why I can continue to play them and not get burnt out on them, because I play them with such like a lackadaisical sense of, you know, such like a temper. Oh god, I almost choked on my fandom there. Such a tempered intensity that I don't, like, you know, I don't go all in enough to end up getting burned out. So, you know, it's like a sprinter versus a marathon runner. I am the marathon runner of gacha players, whereas everyone else, they try and be sprinters, and yeah, that ends up, that's how y'all end up getting burnt out. That's my secret there, Cap. Since Lumen got Hydro, she can leap out of the water like a dolphin. I think I did see that. This thing, as long as the character is from Fontaine. Wait, can Mona do that then? That would be sick. I agree with the burnout. Understandable. Indeed.
Don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Oh yeah, she wants to get corrected very badly.
Since both parties are
Oh
present,
lord.
I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session.
Is that Matt Mercer? Kinda sounds like Matt Mercer.
Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Oh wait a second, so we are just like getting straight into it. And court is in session. No one's here though.
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
I tried with Mona, she doesn't. Curses. Lenny clearly reveals the details of the magic trick. Everyone in the audience is stunned.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying.
Oh my god, it's my thumbnail. I didn't even know. I just went and looked for a piece of fan art that had her in some sort of Ace Attorney pose, but I didn't know that it was just practically traced from a screenshot. Very nice. Oh god damn it, I forgot to put the artist for the for my thumbnail down in the description. I'll do that later. But anyway, all right. You know what? The prosecution does bring forth a very compelling piece of evidence. Trust no bitch. Can't argue with that. The Phoenix Finger.
There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
I find it very difficult to believe that you were somewhere where that would make it impossible for you to commit the crime. Because if you did that, then that means you would be innocent. Lumine does it as well. Fantastic. That's great to hear, especially since she won't actually be saying anything, so it'll just be a silent point.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
She's talking about that thump in the night, isn't she?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
She speaks? Wait, she does? We get to hear Lumine again? It's been 84 years.
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
How could Lenny not know about that sound?
Sure, he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box and I definitely heard the thud.
Oh-ho.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
They probably represent the Oratrice's stance on the trial. So is the Oratrice... The Oratrice is basically just Twitter, right? Like, the Oratrice just measures public opinion and then, like, it, like, shows what, like, the majority of people are saying. Uh-huh. Yeah. This justice system is definitely not in need of any kind of overhaul.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye.
Oh man, that would have been the perfect time for her to do the Ojo laugh. Just, oh. She points and speaks. Can't believe it.
Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded.
Like smash you?
If
I mean,
my
what?
Foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
Who, what, where?
The House of the Hearth?
The House of the Hearth? Oh, they're Fatui? Oh. Aren't you both Russian?
Wonder they did something like this.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I mean, granted, the game has done nothing except set up that everybody from Snezhnaya is evil. So I mean, you know, it's not necessarily all these basic bitches' fault that they would just immediately start being racist.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
Oh-ho.
Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
What are you talking about? All Russians are evil.
Indeed.
Whoa.
Perhaps you could tell us
Oh.
everything that happened during that 1 minute.
That was a really cool transition. God damn. Okay. Okay. Whoever was in charge of the visual direction for this court trial, they were feeling a little spicy behind the scenes, I see.
Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it.
Uh-huh. What are we cooking?
The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they
Oh no.
flabbergasted. Now
Oh
comes
gosh.
the fighting in Discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy.
She's got the fucking like inner Sakura. Goddamn, you remember like the first 1 or 2 seasons of Naruto? How like Sakura had like the inner Sakura who would always like whenever she was like smiling on the outside, she would be like losing her fucking shit on the inside. That's hilarious. Or like Lizzie McGuire. Like Lizzie McGuire was the same exact way where she would just be doing one thing like IRL and then her little cartoon inner voice would be like saying what she really thinks.
Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Oh boy.
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell us this before?
Yeah, why didn't you tell us that you were Russian? Lenny and Lynette are Fatui.
Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to reestablish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points.
Has she? Are you really gonna say that the fact that they're from Snezhnaya is like a mark against their character?
First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth.
It's real. They're really just saying, hey, like, you guys are Russian, therefore, I mean, need we say more? Jeez.
Are these claims true?
There's no doubt about a magician's ability to con others. Given how Linny has concealed his identity, this could all have been set up beforehand. Plus, Child is here in Fontaine along with other house operatives. There must be some scheme at work here. Oh, she looks so self-satisfied. But she's very cute, so she gets a pass. I've been a victim of such schemes before, and now... Wait, have we? Was it back in Sumeru? I think it must have been Sumeru. Maybe? Or was it Inazuma? It's been a while.
Please answer
Oh my god.
question, Mr. Linney.
Jeez, alright, my guy. Calm down. Calm yourself.
Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
Oh, sheesh.
I knew it.
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
Are they serious? Is everyone really serious here? When they're like, oh yes, they're guilty of being Russian. I can't believe it. I absolutely can't believe it.
What should we do now?
Permission to speak, Your Honor. Yes, Lumine, you always have permission to speak. Whether or not you have the capability is the real question.
Granted.
My client has withheld some key information. My defense cannot proceed.
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be discussed. We literally just started.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
Like, okay, like putting aside the whole shtick of the fact that everyone is assuming that they're guilty because they're fucking Russian. Like, is the fact that he's saying that he didn't hear a thud really enough? on its own to, like, convict them. Like, come the fuck on, people. Like, don't you want a story here? I thought that's what your whole country is about.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
Again, we literally just started. Everything is just going absolutely tits up.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
I'm trying to see, is that her vision on her ass there? I'm assuming it must be. It feels like all the Archons have their visions on their backsides. While court is adjourned, you meet with Linny and Lynette backstage in the Opera House. Can't believe you guys didn't tell us you were evil, evil Russians!
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, sorry.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two.
Again, like, is it? I mean, I'm assuming we're making a distinction between the Fatui and all Russians, even though the game pretty much conflates anyone from Snezhnaya and the Fatui. Like, even just normal ass Sneznayans are pretty fucking intolerable, like, whenever you come across them. Like that one dude that you have to do a daily for in Mondstadt, where he tells you to, like, go to one of 3 areas of a mountain and go, like, take care of some hilichurls, then come back, and he acts like a huge douche about it. Like, there's not a single Sneznayan that we have met who has been a pleasure to engage with. Although some fangirls out there would argue in Child's case, but you know, they are blinded by their intense wops.
We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain.
Okay.
I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face.
Are you guys trying to tell me that you're Russian and good? That cannot be.
I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
But how can we know this isn't all just another lie? That is what you Russians do.
Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point. You met a Fatus who works as a magician.
A Fatus?
Trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too.
That's what they're called, singularly? Fatus? A Fatus? Fatut? But too sweet, sister.
But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Oh?
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Well, you both say that, but...
But there's no denying that you come from a country that we deem intolerable. Where'd you actually go while the trick was being performed?
Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately?
Wait, so were you actually being a sussy baka during the trick? Were you trying to check out the Minority Report machine?
During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it.
Oh, you were being sus. Oh, Linny.
From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Why? Why did you have to do it during a performance? Couldn't you just do it literally at any time?
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step? Execute what step? To get to the core? Okay.
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice.
Uh-huh.
Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room.
Oh, it was probably that voice that we heard when we first showed up.
That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
But why do you want to understand how the oratories operates? You gonna hack it, Hackermans?
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
Do you need to, though?
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Okay, hold on. Am I able to... No. No, I can't. Unless... Nope, never mind. Alright then. Okay, whatever.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
I believe in the facts and how they don't care about your feelings. I will defend you from these charges. I believe that judgment will be dispensed as it should.
Okay, thank you.
But it's only because your sister is hot.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
We already have the key evidence we need.
Huh?
The adjournment's almost over. Let's go back.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
I don't know if I do. It's been a few days. Lenny claims that he headed to the chamber containing the oratory's core upon entering the tunnel and did not witness the crime taking place and thus did not hear the thud. Alright. Lenny claims to have heard a mysterious voice within the chamber that houses the oratory's core within the Opera House's underground structures. Alright, so not only is our client Russian, but he's also hearing voices. That's gonna make everyone believe in him way more. Alright. Making our way downtown. The brief adjournment ends and the nail-biting trial reconvenes.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial.
Aw, shucky ducky.
When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
Man, she's so cute. I can't wait to wail for her.
Ugh, that took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention. At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linny's perspective.
Oh my god, they even got the anime lines too. And look at her smug, bratty, bratty expression. Goddamn. What in the heck? Based on the opposition's account of events, you can identify loopholes in their statement. Oh no! Do I have enough truth bullets? Use evidence and clues obtained during the investigation to refute any erroneous assertions of fact and replace them with new inferences. Agree, Futina cuteness. Use your refutations to convince the audience and obtain more support from the people. The oratrice will display such shifts clearly. When you find and refute all incorrect content, you can complete the cycle of refutation and unveil the truth. Oh. Oh, Lord.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud. He did not realize that the sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her.
This is okay, so this is basically like the summary at the end of a Danganronpa case, except that we're doing it right now, and it's sort of mixed with the oh, it's been a while since I played a Danganronpa game. I forget what it's called when everyone starts talking at once and you gotta fire off the truth bullets and shoot their falsehoods.
At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linny red-handed. So Linny proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident.
Uh-huh.
There you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events. What Linny experienced and what he saw.
Oh my god, it's Lumine's voice! Oh, it's still very, very pretty. Okay. The key is the order of events. Okay. So do I just want to start identifying loopholes? Linny entered the tunnel as the countdown began. Oh, okay. Identify loopholes. Okay. All right, hold on. Oh, whoops. Okay. Let me see. The loud sound was from Linny and Halsey's fight, but Linny claimed that he heard nothing in order to cover the truth up. So, did not witness the crime taking place and thus did not hear. Linny claims that he headed. So do we really want to just like tell these people? We just want to tell them like, hey, our client couldn't have murdered this person because they were off doing some other sus shit. It's like Danganronpa for the most part mixed with Phoenix, right? I mean, I guess so. It's been a long time since I've played either game, but yeah. All right, let's see. Refute it.
According to Linny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
Oh, okay, I see. All right, so do I have to refute each one, or are some things true and some things not? Identify loopholes. No one left the opera house during... Voice in the orchard's core chamber. Linny claims to have heard the chamber that mysterious voice. Young lady's clothes. Strange sound during the magic show. During the switching performance, there was an audible thump that many audience members heard. Linny knocked Halsey out using the vase and removed her clothes to prevent her from being identified. However, was Linny really in the tunnel at the time? Cowell walked in on Linny, so the latter knocked him out with the vase. Wait, what? Linny knocked Halsey out using the vase, and then Cowell walked in on Linny, so the latter knocked him out with the vase. So he smashed the same vase across two people's noggins. Existing evidence indicates that when Linny returned to the tunnel, the crime had already taken place, and all Linny saw was, young lady's clothes?
Linny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Okay, but I'm only refuting their, Farina's, assertions with my own assertions. Like, none of this is really, like, evidence-based. It's all conjecture on the physical evidence that is present. We're doing this thing where it's like you say potato, I say potato. Like, okay, whatever. All right, let's see here. Was Linny really in the tunnel at the time? Let's see. No one left the Opera House during the magic show, and after the incident happened, only those who had their identities cleared by the guards could leave. Well, that doesn't have anything to do with anything. The chamber heard a mysterious voice within the chamber that houses the Oratrice core within the... Okay. During the switching performance, there was an audible thump that audience members heard. A meticulously designed magic prop activated, causing the water tank to crash down and make everything seem like an accident. I don't understand how any of these pieces of information refute any of these assertions. During the switching performance, there was an audible thump that many audience members heard. No one is arguing that there wasn't. So I don't know why I'm supposed to, like, say, oh yeah, this definitely refutes what she's saying, because it doesn't. Linny entered the tunnel as the countdown began. That's true, though. So I don't know. Let me see here. Entrances and exits? I don't know, this one?
Seems this won't produce a particularly effective rebuttal.
I don't feel like any of these produce an effective rebuttal to anything. The voice? A loud thump? Like, yeah, the voice in the Oratrice core, the thump that everybody heard, none of this has anything to do with this particular incident. Hey, what's up, Kai-san? I'm being very confused by the ways in which the Fontaine legal system operates. Right, you know what? I'm coming over to this one. Not witness the crime taking place. I don't know, man. I don't know, take this one. Okay. I don't know, take this one. Okay.
We went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
Okay. Oh, so some of them do stay in place. Okay. So then this will be a little bit trickier. All right, I see. So again, it is a lot like Danganronpa, where some pieces of information that characters assert are true, and then other pieces aren't. Okay, so this will be a little bit more interesting then. Let's see. I'm a loyal fan now. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It feels weird to hear somebody say that, but it's... I welcome you into the fold, I guess. I don't think there is a fold, but if there is, then I guess you're welcome in. After this, can you help me build Hu Tao? Well, we're concentrating on just getting through the story, so I'm That's the focus for today.
When the countdown started, Linny did indeed go into the tunnel.
Uh-huh.
Immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the oratories is stored.
Okay, again though, like we're trying to defend our client here, but the way we're going about that is to reveal the actual sussy bullshit that he's actually doing. I don't know if that's the best sound legal strategy, but I guess it's all within the context of just trying to refute that he committed the crime that we're actually focusing on. So sure, just I guess, you know, reveal everything. Reveal the fact that he stole $50 from an old lady when he was like 14, if it'll get people to not believe that he committed this one particular instance of illegality.
Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time.
Okay.
Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Okay, we're really strongly leaning into this whole aspect that okay. It's fine. It's fine. Yes. Okay. Successful refutation. If you say so. If you say so, game. Wait.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Wasn't it?
Aw, she's blushing. That's cute. Also, was she all... didn't she take those things off earlier? Ugh.
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
Moreover, I believe my opposition's reasoning is flawed. Oh shit.
My reasoning?
The onstage equipment was clearly tampered with in a premeditated fashion. However, you say that Cowell bumped into Linny by chance. Wait, what? However, you say that Cowell bumped into Linny by chance. The onstage equipment was tampered with in a premeditated fashion. Uh-huh.
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Linny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case.
Yeah.
What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
That's right, you tell them! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around.
Okay.
Oh, well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims?
Do you happen to remember the very first night of September? Indeed. Let's see. Only do 19k charge, 60k burst. Artifact set guarantees are pretty bad, honestly. Yeah. 160 resin is so low. Well, yeah, you can use your I don't even remember what it is. Is it fragile resin? You can use your fragile resin to raise it up more, but obviously you gotta whoopsie. You gotta ration it out. Or you could just dump it all in at once, but that's not what's typically recommended. Okay, so what are we actually saying? Do you happen to remember how you refuted Linny's alibi initially?
Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
Didn't we just say that? We just told you about the sus stuff that he was actually doing. Pay attention, woman. Your claim has now become my weapon. Your claim has also become a critical clue. I want to sass her up. Oh, what the fuck? What is happening here now? Which is the evidence that Lenny wasn't in the tunnel when the crime took place? The evidence that he wasn't in the tunnel when the crime took place? I don't know. The fact that he just told us that he was in the room with the Oratrice core, or was it the mysterious voice? Oh, I guess they'll actually tell you, like, this ain't it, Chief. Interesting. Okay. So, it's only the ones that are highlighted. Enters and exits. Strange sound during the magic show. Information. Famous painter isn't known to have entangled with quarrels. Wait. Oh, what's this? Well, this is all irrelevant, I guess. Okay. Evidence that Lenny wasn't in the tunnel when the crime took place. Strange sound. Entrances and exits? Wait, hold on a second. The evidence that Lenny wasn't in the tunnel. The only evidence that we have that he wasn't in the tunnel was him just telling us that he wasn't in the tunnel. That's why I'm confused. That's why I'm confused as to why we can present this as if it's some kind of like gotcha. Cause all we have is his hearsay. This doesn't make sense. And how are these three? How are these three pieces of evidence like considered the only ones that are relevant? The information about Halsey's identity. Famous painter, came to watch the magic show in order to take a break. Isn't known to have entangled with any of the members of Lenny's magic troupe. That is irrelevant to whether or not, to proving that Lenny wasn't in the tunnel. Strange sound during the magic show. Is this it? Is it just that, how could he have been in the tunnel if he didn't hear the noise? Because he couldn't be lying about that at all. I don't get, oh. This is why usually, like, stuff like this is why is like the worst aspects of like Danganronpa, because there are some times where certain pieces of Danganronpa cases are like this, and whenever it does happen, I'm just like, what are you talking about? That makes no sense. Or how does that information refute this piece of evidence, and vice versa and whatnot? But luckily, the Danganronpa games are usually written better, so that stuff like that only happens like on rare occasions. In this instance, it's like, it's clear that this is not the Genshin writer's strong suit. I commend them for, trying, for, swinging for the fences here and giving it the old college try, but I don't think they're exactly cut out for this particular genre. All right, guys, stick with the breath of the wild, okay? I'm gonna assume that this is the correct piece of information that we need. Yep. All right.
Lenny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime happened, Lenny had already entered the basement via the vent. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof! How do you like that?
How you like them apples, sucker?
Well played.
If you say so.
To think you'd use such logic.
I thought she was gonna say to think you'd use logic. Okay, hold on. I feel like I need Oh man. Does my new keyboard not have a print screen button? Oh, hell no, man. For real? Ah, shit. Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. How do you I want to capture this this frame here. How to do a screenshot. Okay. Use the print screen button. I don't have one though, man. Dang it. The key, Windows Shift S. Okay, let's give that a try. Windows Shift S. Okay. Oh. What the hell? Okay, it's doing something. Oh, okay. All right, I think I got it. All right, hold on a second. Oh man, that's a way more convoluted process than before. I'm gonna have to figure out a better way to go about that. But all right. Logic. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Let's see. Need primos for Yelan. I believe I have 7 or 8 days. Yeah, you got plenty of time. I mean, depending on how much pity you've got built up. So it's like Danganronpa for the most part, then Phoenix. I mean, I guess so. It's been a long time since I played an Ace Attorney game though, so I don't remember full on how it usually went. Really, should I pull Farina? I have soft pity. I could save. I mean, yes, probably pull Farina. Every Archon is really good. I'm going to assume she's not going to come out for at least like, at least not until like the next patch at the earliest, and the one after that probably is more realistic. Definitely holding my pulls for her. I mean, who knows? We'll probably, honestly, I would imagine we'll probably get Navia before we get Farina. That's just the way I see things shaking out. Not familiar with Danganronpa? Danganronpa is pretty fun. Danganronpa is a good time. It's wacky as shit, but you know, if you like mystery, it's a good time, I would say.
Well then, if it wasn't Linny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Your mom. The murderer was. Select the gear icons in the interface to check the corresponding case question. Again, why do they have Ether as the default? No one plays Ether, man. Select answers and fill all the empty gears to verify the correctness of your deduction. If you have made mistakes, you must make another selection from the remaining options. Once you have answered all the questions correctly, you can complete this logic chain. Oh. Ooh, our thinking music. I like it. The guard's investigation report indicates that the fireworks released near the end of the show ignited and burned through the rope, suspending the water tank above the stage. This caused the water tank to fall and kill Cowl in the box below. I'm still sticking to my guns. Fucking Cowl is the culprit. If Linny is no longer under suspicion, only the other members of the troupe would have been able to tamper with the props. Uh-huh. Linny gave a detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work. By using a box inside a box, the idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and Linny himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. That is all a single sentence. I don't like that. That triggers my writer brain. Having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of onstage interactions. The clothes belonging to Halsey, the lady who went missing, were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. Who was the only person who could have possibly committed the crime? What is this?
Could there have been a third person involved? Is that really a possibility?
Oh, no, it's fucking Cowl, man.
The deceased's name is Cowl, Linny's assistant. he would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Yep. Do it. Ha! I got it. I knew it from the very beginning. Trust no bitch.
That can't be right. Are you serious?
Oh, I'm serious, bitch. I've played enough of these anime-inspired mystery games to know that this kind of shit happens all the goddamn time.
The killer was, in fact, Cowl, the deceased!
Oh yeah, say it with all the conviction you got.
Oh, is that so? How interesting! Let's hear your reasoning then.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Review version probably. I hate her. Hate her? Who, Farina? Farina's great. Farina's amazing. I love her. She is in desperate need of correction, and I am willing to deliver. Farina's coming either November 8th or November 29th. That's a long way off. That's a long ways away. There's definitely a certain charm to bratty characters, especially if they're redeemable. Well, you mean, like, the brattiness can't go too far. You gotta have it tempered with a certain degree of charisma, and that usually comes through in both the character's design, the character's writing, and the character's performance. And I say that the design and performance are definitely on point for her. The writing's just kind of neutral. It's whatever. So writing's just kind of like a flat line. Design, performance, both pluses. So she's in the clear.
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowl did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim.
Okay. Cowell's plan and the situation inside the tunnel. How can we envisage Linny as having been unable to interfere with the crime? Okay. Select any clue to view detailed information.
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances.
Uh-huh.
So, where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey?
Okay.
The deceased's name is Cowl, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Right.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. So, there must have been some fear that she would attract attention.
Uh-huh.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well.
Okay. Cowell's plan and the situation inside the tunnel. Okay.
The deceased's name is Cowl, Linny's
Yeah.
assistant.
All right, so I'm putting our boy into the ring here.
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances.
I'm gonna say this one as well.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
Uh-huh.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment.
Right. Okay. Where did the missing Halsey go?
It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would like...
Uh-huh.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. So, there must have been some fear that she would attract attention.
Okay, hold on. So we've got the fact that no one left or entered the theater. We've got Cowell's identity and how he would have been able to tamper with the with all of the props. We've got the fact that Linny wasn't in the shit. Where did the missing Halsey go? I don't think any of these other pieces of evidence like really tell us.
The sound we heard may have come from a clap.
Uh-huh.
It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with this one. Shit. Okay. Wait, huh? Oh, did it take a piece of a piece of evidence away that doesn't add up.
Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment.
Okay. How about that one? How about
His name is Cowl.
that one? Oh. Oh, wait, never mind. Okay.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel.
I don't know. Let's
No one entered or left the opera house.
try this. Okay, so Lenny is okay. Wait, is it just it's just like it's these three, you dumbass. It's these ones. Choose these ones, god damn it. Okay. Let's see. Writing isn't Genshin's strong point, but I do enjoy Farina brattiness. She gets corrected though. Oh, that's good. That's good. Let's see. Think about it. Yelan is better for Hu Tao though. I believe Xingqiu is actually better for Hu Tao because I believe he has higher hydro application than Yelan, but Yelan's hotter than Xingqiu, so she's got that going for her. If you focus on leveling her special, she will tear through those enemies. Exactly, indeed. Got Child Bow by accident, so that weapon helps her crit rate. Oh, snap. That's some good shit right there. My ideal team for Hu Tao is Hu Tao, Yelan, and Zhongli. Zhongli would be fine. You'd be better off with a healer though, since Hu Tao's, I believe it's her burst, chips away at her HP.
Halsey's clothing was in the
All right, go with that one.
The sound we heard may have come from
that one and this one.
Cowl.
God dang it.
It would have been tough for both people.
Okay, so the vent,
No one
I don't know, this one. And then
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel.
or
Sound
this
we heard may
one.
have come from a
Shit. I am really bad at this.
sound we heard may
Okay, so the sound.
The deceased's name is Cowl. Halsey's clothing was in the
Oh. Criminal must have understood the methods behind Lenny's magic trick and must have been in a position to easily modify the equipment. Wait, so do I only need to get 3 out of 4 of them? Okay. It makes me feel like I failed, or it's just babying me, but maybe I don't know if that's me being stupid or if the game's logic is too stupid for me to be able to logic. Leaving aside how he died, Cowell had all the means to commit the crime at his disposal. The strange noise could likely have been the sound of Cowell and Halsey struggling. Lenny was not in the tunnel for 1 minute. This would have given time for Cowell to bring Halsey out of the magic box and the audience stands. But according to the guard's testimony, no one entered or left the opera house. So even if he had taken her, there'd be no means of exiting. I like how the implication here is that Lumine's just sitting here thinking, the courtroom is dead silent, and everyone's just like staring at her as she just sits there like... very, very, very tense, very dramatic. Let's see. Got Zhongli, the artifact buffs the team's attack by 20%. Yeah, the Millilith set. Take from Yelan is better than Waterboy. Well, I mean, on a waifu level, yes. You know, if you want the sweaty meta, then you go for Xingqiu, especially since he's also more efficient to farm for and level since he's a 4-star. Let's see. However, she does do more attack as her hoe depletes, so she's risky at times. Oh, her HP, right. I'm sure her hoes also deplete as well. Yelan looks like the type to get lots of hoes. Also don't feel bad, I was bad at this minigame. Okay, I feel much better now. By the way, if I get Yelan, I'll get her or Hu Tao's weapon. I mean, good luck, especially considering the fact that Hu Tao's weapon is not on the banner right now, and I have no idea when it might go back up. But Hu Tao probably will go on another banner soon because Hoyoverse loves their Liyue characters. Exiting from the box would have been in full view of the audience, pretty much guaranteeing that they would be discovered.
Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
Where in the world did Halsey go?
I see how it is. So this was all just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it. But it seems you're still far from the truth.
Yeah, well, you know what? You're cute, so ha, got him.
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track? Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely. And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
Magic. Escaping from the water tank. Does Halsey have a vision? Did she disappear into the water of the vase? Could it have been the water?
Excuse my interruption, dear opponent.
Oh lord, are we actually going down that path?
The crowd is growing impatient. There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
Aw, snap. I can't believe we're actually going down this.
Unable to make further effective arguments. We will move on to the next stage of the trial.
No, hold on. I've got what? Hold your horses. Hold it.
Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
Yeah.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Uh-huh. And then...
The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
Did she turn into the water? Oh boy. Hypothesis correct. Oh my god. Let's see. Let's see. It was a phone typo. I get it. I just like pointing them out. It is the lifeblood in me to be able to point out typos. Or Jade Spear, that's good too. For Hu Tao, yeah, sure, it's fine. But Staff of Homa is obviously her best in slot. But and it's considered her weapon. Let's see. So it's 80, but the wish restarts with each banner change, apparently. His system for a weapon banner is 80. Yes, indeed. That's bullshit with the wish reset. Yeah, it is. But you know what? That means that you gotta pay more money to Hoyoverse. So therefore, they win. So that should be all that matters to you, right? Right? Because, you know, Genshin is they're only the biggest gacha game on the planet. You know? They're just a struggling little startup company, you know? They need the moolah.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
Does that mean she's running around naked as well?
Oh, just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment.
Oh my god. Every one of her faces could just be a reaction image.
How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
I request that we examine Cowell's personal effects.
Must we anyone, your friend Linny already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about two completely different things.
Even so, I trust the Traveler's judgment.
Uh-huh.
The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
Uh-huh.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress.
Okay, when are you gonna become evil, my guy? I'm just waiting for the hat to drop.
Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased Cowell.
After some time, a guard returns with news!
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste.
Post-haste?
We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately.
Uh-huh.
The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the primordial sea.
Wait, fucking Abzu? Wait, is that random? The random journey, but in water game that I just played like a week or two ago? Is that actually coming into play now? Are they actually pulling from like what was even the mythology that game pulled from? Sumerian? Like, are they actually pulling from Sumerian mythology here? Yo, what the hell? You'll see the horror fate of Fontaine citizens. Let's do it.
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice.
Illegal drugs? But those are illegal!
The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times.
We controlled F through the entire journal, and it shows up at least 12 times.
One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject.
Wait, is she fucking dead? Is she the water that's just sitting on the floor underneath in the tunnel? Oh, that's kind of horrifying. That's kind of horrifying to think of, actually. That she's just sitting down there. It's literally the ending of I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Oh my god. God, that actually is horrifying.
As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Order! Order!
Oh boy.
It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues.
Uh-huh.
Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found.
Unless we were just stepping all over her when we were investigating.
Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Yes, keep saying words, Magic Man. Let's see. Like the Wicked Witch of the West, Fontaine citizens will melt into a puddle of water. That is I hate it.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all. Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
Okay. Water from the primordial sea. The liquid the guards found in Cowell's luggage seems to have the ability to dissolve Fontanians into water. Oh, I get it. It's called Fontaine because fountain. I just realized that. This is why I say I'm a basic bitch, man. I can't. All right. Who is the prime suspect? Yep, it's still our boy. What item did the culprit use to control the timing of the disillusion? So the hook? What are we trying to suggest that he used the grappling hook to smash? Or wait. Wait, so Navia was talking about the water chamber, and his intent was to make the water chamber fall and smash onto. So I think he intended to turn her into water, and then have the water show up, in the box on stage, and then the water container falls down, and then the Halsey water gets mixed in with the other water, and then it looks like she disappeared. But so does that mean he's a murderer then, rather than a kidnapper? Is the water inside the water tank the other women that he's murdered? Oh god, a lot of implications are coming from this that are actually really, really horrifying to think about. I don't think that's what was actually happening. It's just a thought that entered into my brain, and now I hate that it happened. Okay, what item did the culprit use to control the timing of the disillusion? I'm assuming disillusion means the, turning her into water. So I'm gonna go with the grappling hook. I guess he swung the hook at one of these test tubes in order to cover her in water? I don't know.
Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism.
Oh, let's use that. What item did the culprit use to dissolve Halsey?
The water from the primordial sea should already have been prepped before Halsey entered the magic box.
Okay. And then select any clue to view okay, so now I'm not even answering a question here. I'm just gonna be like, I wanna put this piece of evidence in there with all the others. Bro got enlightened. What am I thinking? The game is throwing out lots of implications that my brain is just running away with, all right? And listen, this is what happens when the mystery games you play, rather than like Ace Attorney or Dr. Layton or Professor Layton, are shit like Danganronpa and Zanki Zero and Somnium Files.
Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. Remember, there was something else within the inner layer of that box. The rope that strung the water tank up was lit by the fire.
Sure, let's throw this one on. Wait, what?
Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. I remember there was something...
Oh, I got it. Okay. Okay. I don't know what that last piece of evidence had to do with any of the others, but whatever.
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again!
Oh my god, are you allowed to say that? Shouldn't you put the Creative Commons symbol next to that?
In the original plan, Cowl would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box.
Oh. Wait. So is the metal hook, was that what lowered the metal box? Huh. Okay.
When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay, so there were balloon decorations inside one of the boxes, and then suddenly there wasn't. Okay. God, that's such a small, tiny detail that we, didn't even talk about that. We, mentioned it once when we, were looking through evidence, and then it never came up again. I don't even remember if it was, a piece of evidence.
Afterward, Cowl would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage.
Okay, so wait. Afterward, Cowl would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. Okay. But the thing is that we saw Cowl on stage, right up until Linny came out of the box. So, he would have had to have gotten, down in there, immediately.
But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
What did he encounter?
Huh. That does make sense.
Does it?
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Oh shit! We have reached parody!
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Oh boy.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cowl's death.
Yes, let us talk about that.
His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
Wait, did they? I don't remember them saying that.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence.
Bum.
I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Who? Oh.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case.
Wait, the Vaughn? I can't believe they got Vaughn!
And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
Bum.
What?
That can't be.
Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you. Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
Bitch, you can't make an assertion at the beginning of the trial, and then when we bring forth further evidence that you can't refute, you decide to just appropriate it in order to make a new accusation. That ain't how this shit works. You gotta file a whole new lawsuit, my girl. Oh lord.
Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent.
Okay.
Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowl then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea.
Uh-huh.
But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Lenny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime.
Okay, if you say so.
Ultimately, he knocked Cowell out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization.
Uh-huh.
Am I right, Mr. Lenny?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here.
Have we?
Is this the end of the road?
What the heck?
No. Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around this.
Except...
Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Why did this have to happen now?
It does seem a little convenient. Wait, what's Navia up to, by the way?
I think we've all seen enough now, and we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning. I believe this is indeed the finale.
Hold up.
Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice.
It just went all the way back?
In your view,
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Hold it!
Miss, I must ask you not to shout, and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic?
Oh boy.
I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Lenny, if you would be so kind.
Say what?
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Lenny and Lynette, give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf.
They're just rocking up on the entire affair. Navia don't give a shit.
But as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
Do you, though? Okay, sure, whatever.
And voila.
What does that even... Huh? Okay, whatever. Just let them cook. Hey, yo!
Sorry for the interruption.
Wow, look at that! Their clothes look nothing like the clothes that were left behind.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence.
Aha!
I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then before I knew it, she caught me.
Oh?
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowell. I admit it.
Uh-huh. Okay.
What? Why?
Why? Nande?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt.
Uh-huh.
I heard that Lenny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one.
Damn.
That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And I'd never been caught before.
Wait, what's with her sleeves?
But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away.
Oh.
Lenny was the one who caught me in the act.
Oh, that was her. Okay.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief. Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was on to me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box.
Oh, snap. Oh, shit, she can throw hands.
There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes.
Uh-huh.
I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene. And okay. All right. So, man, I was just straight up fed false information. I was like, man, come on, man.
Can a person even hide in there?
If they're practiced hand at concealment, probably. Professional thief could make it work.
But I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Yeah, now it's time to refute the Hydro Archon's previous reasoning.
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective.
Do we have to? I feel like everybody just heard it. You know, we don't have to tell them Naegi here. Okay. Lenny entered the tunnel. Well, no, yeah, Lenny entered the tunnel. Halsey dissolved. Halsey did not dissolve. Rope that was fallen to the ground, metal, used a blah, 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 blah. See, young clothes, let's see. All right, well, let's see here. During the switching performance, there was an audible thump that many audience members heard. What did Halsey do? Many pieces of a broken flower vase showing that it seems likely that it was knocked over by the trolley meant to transport the magic box. Oh, is it this? Nope, okay. This. Nope. What is this? Device used during Lenny's magic performance chose lucky number. Okay, hold on. Oh, from her perspective. Nope. Okay then. Lenny knocked Cowl out. Clothes belonging to Halsey, the lady who went missing. Tell the reason for this remains unknown. None of this really... Okay.
Anne was afraid that she would be recognized if she left, so she changed clothes and hid, biding her time.
Uh-huh.
Just what one might expect of an experienced thief.
Okay, if you say so. Let's see. So, Vice's Cowl planned to use the prepared apparatus for the magic trick to dissolve Halsey inside the magic box. As Halsey appeared completely unharmed before all of our eyes, Farina's conjecture no longer holds water. And how would Halsey have reacted when the water from the primordial sea suddenly began to trickle in? Okay.
The strange sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lily-Ann's attempt to break out when she was frightened.
Okay. Okay. And then as Halsey has appeared completely unharmed before our eyes, Farina's conjecture, there's evidence proving that a fight did indeed break out in the tunnel.
The flower vase was not broken to cover anything up, but was smashed during the struggle between Lily-Ann and Cowl.
Snap. All right, there we go.
It's Ace Detective Paimon time!
Oh boy.
Having been selected out of the blue, Lily-Ann panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowl leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lily-Ann had not dissolved.
Again, though, like, Cowl was on stage the entire time until the very end. Are they honestly, like, I don't get it. Who was on stage then? Unless it was, I don't know. Was it a different one? Was it a different stagehand? Did they swap them out like in the middle of the whole shit? Was Cowl not even on stage at all? Am I misremembering? I think I might have been misremembering. Maybe he was just never on stage to begin with, and the stagehand who was actually on stage was just a complete rando. If that's the case, it clears up a lot of loose ends for me then.
He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket. Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowl out and putting him in the box.
Hey, pop off, queen.
With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
Aha. All right, we've reached parody again. Ace Detective Paimon right. Is she, though?
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the Opera House these last 2 days.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses.
Wait.
Talk about a sneaky thief.
So that was a whole thing? That was a... How? How do you miss that? How do you miss a whole ass person just walking up and stealing food off of the table right in front of you? I don't understand. You had... There was a fucking coffee table between 2 couches that both of us were sitting on either side of. And they want us to believe that while the 2 of us are sitting on either ends of this table, someone just snuck up and stole some food off of our table? No, I don't believe that. That's not how that works. No, I'm sorry. Try again.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Yeesh.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
Ma'am, are your eyes okay? just full on like, oh, so that's what happened. That's the whole story. Okay. W gotcha manga. This gotcha manga. I would return it immediately. Love Paimon's disguise. It even appears in the pause menu. Yeah, I seen it.
Bravo!
Aw, shnikey.
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements?
Oh boy.
Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
Wait, what? Was she just trying to dip? She was just gonna leave?
What? Are you reading my mind now? No, I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Nah, not even. Full correction, brat.
Wow, look at that. She's like a deflated balloon now.
You could like barely see it from back there, but like you could see her just lower her head, just like, oh. Just from way far away, just the slight, oh. That's adorable.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events.
This is gonna be our 3rd time hearing it, but go ahead. Go ahead, please. Oh, she's a widow. Ma'am, go back to sleep and don't worry about it. Karina gonna have a breakdown.
The actual perpetrator
what's
of
happening
the
here.
serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks.
Uh-huh.
He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid.
Right.
Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box.
Okay.
When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim.
Damn, get wrecked, son.
Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Lenny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent.
Oh, hell yeah. Calm down, Lumine. We need you to simmer it down a little bit, okay?
While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately...
Yeah, like being Russian, how dare they?
This case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
Aw, shit. Yeah, what does Twitter think? Uh-huh.
As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Hey.
Great work, partners.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Let's not celebrate just yet. Remember, there is the whole fact of you two being Russian. We unfortunately are not going to be able to defend y'all from that.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dared to bring before this court?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes? I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
What does that mean? What? What did you just say? One-way ticket to Coupon Town?
I was just following orders.
Oh, okay. We're just moving on. We're just gonna move on from that. No explanation. What the fuck does Coupon Town mean? Is that something that the kids say nowadays that I'm just not hip enough to understand? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna take him to Coupon Town, I guess.
We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
Wait a second. Has there been some kind of like framing? Have the Fatui actually been innocent this entire time? And it's all been this ruse, this worldwide whisper operation to make everyone think that the Russians are evil? Oh my god.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes?
Oh.
Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Huh.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration.
Uh-huh. Okay, so it is a drug.
We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent more off it.
Uh-huh.
The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about. The...
Oh!
What?
Oh. Oh, goodness.
Now he can no longer talk.
He has no mouth and he must scream.
Such
Holy hell.
I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
God damn, okay.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Is he alive? Is it just or is he actually just dead? He's just straight up dead. Can we mop him up? Nothing is found on the scene apart from the liquid left behind after Vaughn dissolved. Okay, I'm assuming he's just dead. That man died.
So
we're
just going back now?
We've now witnessed 2 deaths in just this one bit of story. God damn. Like, yeesh. Okay. Problem seems to have been solved for now. We're not needed here anymore.
That's true, but...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
Was that... Oh, what are we upset about now? Why are we giving them the cold shoulder?
Lenny...
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me.
Why? What? Again? Just because they're Fatui? Like, come on, Lumine. Don't be such a brat.
But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end, even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
Okay, so it is literally just that. Despite the fact that we are friends with Child, you know, despite the fact that we are friends with a man who tried to literally kill us, we're gonna be mad at them because they just didn't tell us that they were part of the Fatui. Okay, sure, why not? Just want to be sure that we're square. I want to see anyone falsely accused.
I guess. But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Linny this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all.
I just wanted a family, baby.
That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
Oh, Tets. Uh-huh.
The Knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
Oh, your son also calls me Daddy.
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story?
Oh boy.
It's about my past.
I'm assuming we're going to either way.
Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there.
I just want to imagine that he saw like fucking David Blaine like shooting his TV show like over there doing his little tiny levitation trick where he just like stands up on one foot and they were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it." Let's see. Faria be like the Western Witch and Melt. I don't know either, but I do like coupons. Do we all want to go to Coupon Town? Is that actually a punishment? I don't know.
To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever.
Rip rap, street rat. I don't buy that. Oh boy.
Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
Wow, that's a real Chris Pratt story you got going on there, my guy.
That was how we felt at first, too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days.
Oh man, it was truly an Annie moment for us all.
But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks.
Damn.
He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was.
Oh.
After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me.
Uh-oh.
I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
Okay, hold on.
Oh no. So he was gonna... But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
Wait, are they for real? Are they just... Did they just straight up imply that... Okay. Did they straight up imply that, like, he was gonna, like, sell her off to become, like, this, like, mystery dude's, like, sex slave, essentially? I don't know, that's the vibe that I'm getting from what they're dropping here. It's kind of fucking dark, actually, for Genshin. Jeez. This whole entire storyline so far has been, like, way darker than any other Genshin storyline.
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law.
Oh my goodness. Okay. The villains.
I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the knave standing there in the darkness.
Oh, okay. Huh. What punishment did you get? The smug, bratty, cute lady sent me to a place called Coupon Town. She's so nice and sweet for that punishment. Can you imagine? Yeah, everything is buy one, get one free wherever I go.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Father, I mean, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here.
Well, then it's no wonder why Lynette might be a little soft-spoken then, I suppose. Granted, that's kind of depending on whether or not the knave actually managed to get there before or after. Granted, even if she got there before, I'm pretty sure the whole experience was probably not the most enjoyable.
I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
That's all in the past, though. The knave is after the gnosis, isn't she?
She has her own plans. She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis's power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
And so, who is the knave again? What was her name? Like, is she the black and white-haired girl?
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy. All of us house members here, Lady Arlecchino herself included, are from Fontaine. We won't give up on defending our homeland.
Arlecchino, that's her. Okay. So, yeah, okay, I'm guessing she's not the knave then.
To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
I'm sorry, but I still can't completely trust you. Not like I trust Tartaglia.
It's all right. I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Linny.
Just goodbye, Felicia. I understand. Good day.
Bye, Linny.
Dang. We cold as ice, man. Sheesh. Alrighty. Well then. I think... Hold on. Can I actually leave? Can I actually leave so that I can go ahead and actually... I can actually, do my dailies again?
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Damn, I was trying to be cool, but you ruined it. You soiled it.
Were you looking for us, Navia?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so, too?
Sorry, Navia, but I've got my own agenda to do. I gotta be free and fly. I gotta fly, girl.
Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
I was really only trying to defend Linny. I wasn't necessarily looking into serial disappearances case. Okay, that needed to be rewritten.
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Oh, I get it.
I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all.
I thought my pretty face would be enough to lure you in. And if that wasn't enough, I thought my plump thighs would do the trick, but I guess not.
Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Don't say that, Navia.
Aw, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too.
Dang.
It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer.
We're just sitting here taking it like, yeah, okay, can I leave now?
Sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me.
I don't think you were being nostalgic. I feel like you were being sentimental, which is not exactly the same.
Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
Girl, I want to leave so I can do my dailies again.
Huh? Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later.
Understandable,
Anyway,
alright.
It would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
Alright, let's have a meal then.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navi is treating, Count Paimon
In that case, why don't we return to the Court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
All right, then.
Aren't we in the court?
Farewell meal.
Okay. Alright, so now I can finally leave. Alright, get me the fuck out of here. Alright, fantastic. Oh, the load... Loading still takes a while, even with my new drive. But okay. Alright. That's it. We finally got through the whole thing. Alright. Alright, let's see here. I'll let you know. If you do my dailies, you're gonna get them as well. Do they change it so you can get to do dailies in co-op? Of course you can. Now I remember. Been a long time since I did that. Alright, cool. Alright, yeah, so now that's gonna do it for me for tonight. We usually only stream for about 2 hours, so I'm gonna be calling it there for the evening, y'all. Alright, that's gonna do it for me. I did not think that whole thing was gonna take 2 hours. I honestly thought maybe it would be a little bit more brief than that. Granted, I was also being kind of dumb throughout the entire thing and trying to conjecture and also being baffled by a lot of the weirdness of the writing, but it's all good. But yeah, all right, that's gonna do it for me for tonight, guys. So I want to thank anyone that stopped in to check out the stream, even for just a minute or two. Always appreciate anyone giving my stream any time out of their day. No stream tomorrow, but on Tuesday we'll be trying up Wolfenstein. So we're gonna be trying that. I don't know if it'll become our weekday game, but it might. So yeah, if that interests you, go ahead and follow my Twitter, Mastodon, Threads, whatever, or subscribe, I guess, to know when the stream will be going live. So yeah, that's about it. So all right, thanks a lot, Kaisan and Vic, for stopping in to hang out and chat. Always appreciate it. Not surprising with writing. I'll also see. Yeah. All right. I just completely lost my train of thought for a second, and my mind went 100% blank for like 2 seconds. I need to go. Alright, y'all. I hope you guys have yourselves a good night, a good day, or a good morning, wherever it might be for you. Hopefully, you guys have yourselves a good Monday tomorrow. We're at the start of another week, and hopefully we can get to the weekend again at some point soon. Hopefully it'll be here soon. Oh my god. Okay. And I will hopefully see y'all on Tuesday when we start shooting up Nazis. That's always a good time. Alright, so until then, stay groovy, everybody.